I am looking for AI ecosystem. I'm looking for your AI technical skills. We talked about how to create your CVs because without your CV, you're not getting calls. OpenAI remains the dominant player. The question is what you think will win, open source meta strategy or closed source OpenAI? Thank you
My
for joining me again. Today is our last session on this part, but hopefully, if you're continuing, we will do a lot of things starting in a couple of weeks in the cohort. We'll discuss quickly what we have done so far, which is three things. We will focus on three specific areas. This is what you will see, one version of other version of these. That's what the behind the scenes story is, that we are trying to test you on three things, which is, do you understand? Okay, anybody? Pranav, go ahead.
Yeah, one is UX.
So you have a great taste and you have attention to detail and you can have feedback. Those are the really core skills. But when I judge you on your ecosystem, AI ecosystem understanding. Second, okay, I gave one hint. Yes. Domain, what to build, like your project expertise, your product chops. So AI PM chops, like do you understand what it takes to identify a real AI opportunity versus not an opportunity? Can you actually set up evals? Can you actually price an AI product? That's the second thing I check, which is AI PM specific jobs. So do you understand the AI ecosystem that's needed for us to build the right strategy, make sure you can have the right interactions, make sure when you show up to leadership or to our engineering folks. So I am looking for AI ecosystem. I'm looking for your AI technical skills, and I'm looking for your AI product or project specific jobs. Like, have you actually built AI projects or products? And if you can show me these three signals, you are very strong hire. If you show me two and then do okay on one, which is technical, I'm okay. If you do okay on technical, but I won't let you go on AI PM or AI ecosystem. So that's what we three specific archetypes. We double click on these and we'll see what kind of questions people ask you or what kind of answers they expect from you. I will take you backstage and I will tell you what I asked them when after the interview. Then I will give you some tips. How can you learn these things or how can you get ready for these three things? Okay, let's take a quick look. We talked about how to create your CVs because without your CVs, you're not getting calls. Second, we talked about how to create stories. What should be the ingredient in your stories? How to write those one liners, two liners, or how to have that compelling thing that I want to come talk to you or even pick your CV. We'll continue on our journey. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to do. Finally, we have discovered, we have developed a strategy. Hopefully, we have executed it, and I know it's a journey for you. So, how can we handle AIPM interviews? We talked about this, that how this program works. Today, we talk about what we got, what are these things, and we look at AI strategy. We will look at AI technical chops, and we will look at AI product judgment. I won't spend a lot of time on product judgment because we have spent a lot of time on product judgment in our cohort. So I'm trying to understand, do you understand AI ecosystem? I can ask you questions like, question is, what do you think will win, open source meta strategy or closed source OpenAI or Anthropic strategy? Basically, we are trying to understand your ecosystem, and you can come up with anytime I'm trying to give a broader question. I'm trying to understand how much you understand the AI ecosystem, and I can come more and more questions on this if you want me to. But hopefully, these two are good enough indicators, and you should know.
Mahesh, I think I would like to ask a clarifying question just in case. What were the biggest problem areas for us as GCP? Was it like growth, retention, anything
We are
like that?
growing 35% year on year. With AI, we have specific challenges. I would love to know if you can find those.
My question was really around is are we targeting the strategy against like any market reaction or competitor?
No, it's a yearly strategy. We do this yearly exercise. You are our PM for AI, and we just hired you so that you can write the best strategy ever. Google does that yearly strategy. Every product leader is supposed to write the strategy for their team.
Mahesh, I had a question. I think Google plays in multiple parts of this ecosystem. One is they offer the LLMs, but they also have Google Cloud Services, which can also be enriched with Agentic AI capabilities. And then they also offer other applications that sit on top of the LLMs. So I think a holistic strategy would cut across all three of these things, right? It's not
Correct.
just one or the other. right?
Correct.
So
You're making it for Google Cloud, right? So we have
right.
infra play. We offer TPUs and GPUs. We have Vertex AI as our common service, which people use to train their models. But also we have extra party models, which you can just click and deploy. And on top of that, we give you a couple of like A2A and other services, which are making it easier for people to deploy agents. That's where we stand today. Okay, so one answer is, let me give you an answer. Okay, complete answer that I came up. I think Google Cloud should focus more on AI because it's the future. We should add more AI features in our product and make and market them better. I don't think we're doing a great job at marketing compared to OpenAI. OpenAI is doing well, so we need to catch up and maybe release more APIs or models in our Gemini portfolio. So work with that team. Hopefully, we'll make them directly report to GCP because currently they report to Google. Basically, I'm talking about DeepMind. Uh, Concretely, I want to get three things done. We can expand AI partnership. We can have more third-party models. I propose that we help customers train and customize LLMs. I don't think that's working very well. I think we should invest heavily in building a world-class research team because eventually people are the moat, and if we don't have it, we're going to lose it in long run. So before I answer the question, I just go and whenever a strategy question comes to me, I just look at what's working, what's not working. Then I look at what's changing or what is the secrets I have learned in the world. And then I try to land a strategy, whatever that strategy could be. All of you were right. Your strategies were correct, but you need to bring me with that thinking. So I will start my answer with, hey, AI ecosystem is evolving, single going from single LLM to multi agents. Also, we are seeing a lot this 2025. We have already seen earlier a lot of signals that the real multi agents will be multi-modal agents, not single language specific agents. And we have seen that enterprises have already started adopting and failing in AI agents, and they are making very knowledgeable calls getting into 25, 26. So that's just an observation. With that observation, I believe what is working well for us is we have a single strategy around Vertex because Vertex, except other than AWS, like they have SageMaker and Bedrock, people don't know when to use what. We have aligned everything under one umbrella, Vertex AI. Second, we already have multimodal capabilities, while Anthropic doesn't have it. That means AWS doesn't have it. We are left with only Azure, where OpenAI is a direct competitor. But VO3 has shown very good signals that we have a mind share of our customers. Our investment in Gemini and TPU have started paying dividends in 2025. We have a holistic vertical thing that we can start integrating from infra to frameworks like TensorFlow. And then we also have a Vertex agent story with A2A to a higher layer. So that's working well for us. What's not working well for us is we are losing developer share in AI to OpenAI. OpenAI remains the dominant player. If anybody starts today, they want to go to OpenAI to build their first agent. And second thing in enterprise we are struggling is customers are struggling to operationalize AI or bringing it real values or ROI. There was a survey done, and 37% of them said that earlier they had 70% plan. Now they are reducing that to 25% because they know the limitation of AI agents, not because they can't. They overhyped their expectation and now they have set right expectations. So that's the current stage, or what's not working with our customers also. What's changing? What we learned in 2025 is that AI is more than just enabling APIs or connecting knowledge or RAG. It's about how can we bring evaluation into the loop and we can iterate fast enough than others is the right way to build AI agents. And how we have not done for our customers, and not us, but nobody has done it for any customers, that they have built an evaluation first platform. Another insight I have is that multimodal agents, like bringing audio, video, is much harder, 10x harder for us to get to production today. And that's where the fight would be in next 2 to 3 years, because people just don't want answers. They also want to talk to these machines. People also want to produce artifacts which has videos in it. So that's what we have learned with VO. My strategy for us would be that I want us to play and double down on agents as a service, not as a platform, not as an API, but how can we help enterprises actually build or deploy them? This requires us to have two things. One is vertical specific focus, where we have already win, which is healthcare and financial services. And we already have cloud solution architects and an enterprise presence. So how about us building an AI agent as a service focus services, working backward and focusing on verticals? How we measure success on this? We will measure success by how many AI workloads we have deployed for our customers, not the API usage, not the tool, not the platform consumption, but actual workloads deployed. Real time AI adoption in these industries, which we are going after, and how much time it takes for us to deploy. Today, it's 6 to 9 months. Can we reduce it to 4 to 6 weeks for our customers? And if we can, then we will turn out to be the best player in next 2 years. What systems we will need to do this? We need a unified orchestration layer, which brings the complete context of memory, knowledge, tools together as a blind one API. We need real-time evaluation engine integrated into Vertex, and we need developer first UIs or no code tools or SDKs to integrate AI seamlessly for our field agents or solution architects to deliver this solution. Anytime I'm asking you, even without AI, I want to hear a strategy question has to have what's working, what's not working, what's changing, where we are good at. And then you have to articulate your story is, okay, this is where we want to play. This is how we will win. This is how we'll measure success. And these are the systems we need to build. So got the framework. If people are asking you AI ecosystem, always do a small in your head, like what's working, what's not working, what's changing. One sentences. Then quickly, if it is strategy, give me where you will play, how you will win, what systems you will need, and how will you measure success. Good. I wrote it down for you here so that you will remember. And I will give you the cheat sheet on wrong and right answers too.
So you said that you quickly have to analyze like what's working and what's not working, but like how do we do that analysis that easily and that quickly? And that too,
Yeah.
it has to be a comprehensive analysis. If
Yeah,
anything
that's
goes
what you need to
wrong,
do before you know that you're going to interview with Google, right? That's your stories part. That's your preparation. You need to talk to people in Google. You need to do that work before. So you should be ready with what's working for Google, what's not working, because it's not only this answer. There will be many answers. In whatever role you are going after, you should have done this not at the spot, but before. That's one. Also, if you have to do it on the spot and it's a new company, let's say, means OpenAI and all I know, but let's say, let's throw a company here. Let's say somebody's building rover on Mars. Like, I don't know a lot about rovers on Mars. I've not studied SpaceX well enough. So I will just ask, hey, can you just give me 2 points, what's working, what's not working? My guess is this. My guess is this is not working for you, that it's really expensive to build rockets to send to space. So ask them. You can ask them these questions in your clarification round, like, hey, tell me 2 things that worked well for you in 25. I need that. I can go very broad, or you can answer these 3 questions and then I can be very specific in strategy. So take that data from them, then take 5 minutes to articulate, put it down, and then answer the question. Right. And I think how you think is more important. And even if I can give like wrong ideas, they're not taking my strategy to Thomas. And they understand that I don't know everything about this thing. But if you can follow the framework and keep your mind thinking in these boxes, I think that would be helpful. I laid down the boxes here if that helps. So this one, describe current landscape, define what's working, what's not working, share what's changing, then create strategy that says where we play, how we will win, what metrics, and what system we will need. Land this, use this as a simple framework. Obviously simple for me because I'm iterating on this for 2 years, but hopefully it's simple for all of you as you continue to do this in your mocks and you fail in your real interviews doing this. That's the plan. Technical expert. By the way, one thing I forgot to land is when we got the answers, we are asking these questions. Can the candidate build the strategy that help us succeed in AI evolving landscape? Did they brought what was coming? Those secret points, those 2 points you landed, we're going to judge you on that. Are they conventional wisdom or secrets? Like you brought AI evaluation, you brought training earlier, now you brought AI evaluation. Is training really a secret? We need to train these models, but evaluation can be that last piece of secret. Or audio agents are not working, that could be another secret. So these are the two things behind the scenes I'm looking for. And this is a good structure that helps me articulate this better. This is my structure. You can have your own. I don't create frameworks. Okay, next one. Technical proficiency. Here I'm trying to judge your technical chops. Mostly I'm an engineering manager. This is your second round with an engineering manager or a partner or a really good PM who is very technical. And he's supposed or she's supposed to check your technical competencies in AI.
So in the absence of MCP servers, when we build agents, we'll have to write additional wrappers to call these APIs or tools that we have, and that's an extra step that needs not just development but also maintenance. So that's going to take a lot of dev effort from our side. So I'm bullish on MCP servers mainly because there's a layer of abstraction, and this problem becomes 10x harder when we go with multi-modality approach. So MCP servers make it easier, our lives easier for developers to call multiple tools, use the intelligence, etc., and route the requests with to the right context.
Here's my answer. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. It's super exciting, actually. It basically solves all your context, prompt, and tools problems, integration problems. With MCP in place, you don't really need to worry about writing specific open API specs or getting the context that you need. It's once written and reused many times. It standardizes these things, which makes it plug and play models. It's kind of a universal adapter for LLMs. I'm super bullish on MCP because it makes building AI products way easier. And honestly, I think it replaces the need for eval or retrieval in many cases. I already told you what we are looking for. We are looking for people who understand technical challenges, but seize the right opportunities, not every wave. You can't just come, then you will come next week, say, now Mahesh, do A2A. Then you say, no, forget about MCP and A2A, let's do ACP. Engineering ships nothing if we have a PM like that. Even if they are technical, even if they are gonna sell, you have to seize the right ones. And right ones comes once you can give me why it solves this problem, but it creates these problems. And then you decide what should we do and what should we not do. Are you grounded enough to pick the right timelines with engineering? That's the second piece of that answer, which I did not give you, that if we have to do MCP, it's context specific. And then you can say it might take us 6 months to do MCP. And by that time, A2A will be here. So I will wait for it 6 months. We are not losing a lot of business. If we want to change our internal systems to MCP, I will wait 6 months and see if there is a standardized protocol come, which is governed by a centralized authority like CNCF. And if that's not happening, let's wait. That's my strategy. Before you answer any technical question, make sure you have a common understanding between you and the interviewer that what you are talking about. Second, what's working and what problem it solves. All of you nailed it. What's not working, I think that's where you need to work. Tell me what is not working in MCP. Tell me what's not solved with context engineering also. Any technology in AI is solving one problem, but keeping a lot of problems unsolved. Then give me a good or bad example where you will apply, where you will not apply based on what you know now. And then give me a final recommendation. I'm trying to identify right opportunities, and you can create the roadmap for next 2 years. I'm trying to see if you can do the hard part, which is set up evaluations. You can identify the right opportunities. And while you are doing it, are you doing it responsibly? Are you talking about disclaimers? Are you talking about transparency? Are you building the great taste in the product, which you all talked about when I started the session today? You talked about AI first UX. All those skills that you learned in the cohort are here. You can use your star format, but just make sure that you bring the challenges very clearly. So your action should be challenges. So you talk about situation. Hey, yeah, I can set evaluations. Actually, I was doing evaluation for this contract thing. And we learned that, this was great, 80% time worked, but for subjective answers, lawyer hated our answers on liability because our answer just pasted the whole clause there. Ensure you have revised all our lessons. We have sessions on MCP on YouTube. All the latest thing, whichever I don't teach you or whichever I couldn't get to in cohort, I talk every Friday. Please do not miss my sessions. If you just watch my sessions on YouTube, by the way, if you can't make it, we cut them and put a 30 minutes YouTube on our YouTube channel. Please watch them at 2x speed. It's 15 minutes a week. And that's our Friday sessions. Please do not miss them. So AWS, a director stops me. I was just telling them that they can have a multi-model pipeline, and in the pipeline, they can choose many models. They can choose high-end models for things which require reasoning, where critical things are. But if they just need to make a call to do, like, is it a contract, this kind or that kind, they can use a small model or cheaper call. People who are passing out or have done the cohort, what next for you? These are task or project groups. These are the projects we are running. We are helping you. You can be part of these. So one problem people have is that they don't have projects, they don't have learnings, they don't have stories. So we are trying to solve it with these TPGs, task project groups. These are real projects solving real world problems, writing real PRDs, and working with real customers. You can join them. Next role is one. Charu, you met Charu day one, that girl that came and said, I will automate your world. That's Charu. If you want to help her, she is happy to take you. Second is we are building G2 for AI, aka open evaluations. This is part of thing which we are doing through our nonprofit. Linda runs this. Here, what we are saying is the problem is that there are so many agents, but customers don't know which agent to buy. And if they want to know, they have to run expensive evaluations. What if we run those evaluation and rank these agents for them, or at least give a scorecard so that you can see if you want a sales agent, which one is done good. And we are an evaluation house anyways. So they are doing it. Obviously, they're going to publish their first RFC and paper. They're very close. And they have a site called openevaluations.org. And they will be coming out of stealth and doing their first launch in a couple of weeks. So I'm super excited on this one because this one we can expand a lot. If we get more people, we can do more agents, right? Maybe we can do sales, we can do marketing. And as more agents come, all of you can join this backward looking thing. Vibha and Subhesh are iterating on AI in education. They are going after K-12. There is a circular from government. They are reading that and seeing how can we use AI to help or upskill school education and take a lot of admin work also away from them. So build AI native tools for school teachers and see how can we bring high schoolers into AI. So they are going after that problem. So these are the three problems we are iterating on. These are all kind of where I have some leverage. With that, I just want to say thank you. This was an awesome 3 weeks. Hopefully this was helpful. Okay. Till that time, see ya.